A warm greetings to one and all. Now let's learn about multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, a class can be derived from another derived class. This creates multi-level. Here, derived class act as a base class, which is called as intermediate base class. So let's have an example for multi-level inheritance. So we have three classes, namely class A, class B, and class C. Class A is base class, class B is intermediate base class, and class C is derived class. We can see in detail here. Here, class A serves as a base class for the derived class B, which in turn class B serves as a base class for the derived class C. Now, class B is known as intermediate class since it provides a link for the inheritance between class A and class C. The chain A, B, C is known as inheritance path. Now let's have an real-time example for multi-level inheritance. We all know the relationship between grandmother, daughter, and child. So the same example is being considered here. So grandmother is called as class mother 1, where it serves as a base class for the derived class child 1, which in turn the child class 1 serves as a base class, that is mother 2, for the derived class child 2. So here the class child 1 acts as both child and mother, which is also called as intermediate base class. Hope you're clear on multi-level inheritance with this example. Let's learn the syntax for multi-level inheritance. First, let's consider this example where we have three classes, namely class A, class B, and class C. Class A serves as a base class for class B. Then class B serves as a base class for class C. Here, class B acts as both base class and derived class. So it is also called as intermediate base class. By considering this example, let's look into the syntax for multi-level inheritance. We have defined the class definition for base class 1, which has its own member variables and member function. Then we have defined the class definition for derived class 1, where derived class 1 inherits the properties of base class 1. And derived class 1 has its own member variable and member function. Finally, we have defined the class definition for derived class 2, where derived class 2 inherits the properties of derived class 1. And derived class 2 has its own member variable and member function. So, hope you are clear on syntax for multi-level inheritance. Now let's have an example program for multi-level inheritance. Here we have defined the class definition for class A. Class A defines a member function addof, where we have declared the variables x of integer data type and assigned with value 10, the variable y of integer data type and assigned with value 5, the variable z of integer data type assigned with an expression x plus y. Using cout statement, we have displayed the value of the variable z to the user. Next, we have defined the class definition for class B, that is class B colon public capital A. Here, class B inherits the properties of class A. Therefore, class B can access the variables and functions which is available in class A in addition to its own variables and methods or functions. So we have the definition for class B, where class B defines a member function subtract of and declare the variables e of integer data type and assigned with value 10, variable f of integer data type and assigned with value 5, variable g of integer data type and assigned with an expression e minus f. Finally, using cout statement, we have displayed the value of the variable g to the user. Next, we have defined the class definition for class C, that is class C colon public capital B. Here, Class C inherits the properties of class B. Now, class C can access the variables and functions from class B. Class C can now access the variables and functions available in class A, since class B inherits the class A. Here, class B is an intermediate base class because it acts as a base class for class C and it acts as a derived class for class A. As we have seen in previous slide, the chain of class A, B, and C is being formed here and it is known as inheritance path. Class C defines the member function multiply, and we have declared the variables R of integer data type and assigned with value 10, variable S of integer data type and assigned with value 5, variable T of integer data type and assigned with an expression R into S. And finally, using the out statement, we have displayed the value of the variable T to the user. In main function, we have created the object small a, small b, and small c for the classes capital A, capital B, and capital C respectively. Using the object of class A, we can access the function which is available in class A alone. Using the object of class B, we can access the function which is available in class B and also in class A, since class B inherits the properties of class A. Using the object of class C, we can access the function which is available in class C and also in class B, since class C inherits the properties of class B. Class C also can access the function which is available in class A, since class B inherits the properties of class A. Now let's see the overall execution of the program. We all know that the execution starts from main function. So here we have created the object small a, small b, and small c for the class capital A, capital B, and capital C. The next statement is cout statement, where we have just printed to the user that from base class A object. So it has been displayed as shown in the output. The next statement is a.add So using the object of class A, that is small a, we have accessed the method which is available in class A, that is add. Now the control is transferred from main function to class A. So in class A, the value of the variable x and y, that is 10 and 5, is being added and stored in the variable z. And using cout statement, we have displayed that in base class A, and the value of the variable z, that is 15, is being displayed to the user as shown in the output. In base class A, 15 is being displayed to the user. So after displaying this, immediately the control is being transferred to the main function now. So using cout statement, from derived class B object is being displayed to the user. We can see here in this output. The next statement is b.add. That is, using the object of class B, small b, we have accessed the method add which is available in class A. So now the control from main program is being transferred to class A. So in class A, the value of the variable x and y is being added and displayed to the user using cout statement, as we have seen earlier. So we can see here in base class A, 15 is being displayed, and now from class A, the control is being transferred to main function. So in main function, b.subtract is being called. So now the control moves to the class B member function subtract, where the variable e and f has been subtracted and stored in the variable g, that is 10 minus 5 is 5 is stored in the variable g, and using cout statement in derived class B, the value of variable g, that is 5, is being displayed to the user as shown in the output. In derived class B, the value of g is 5 is displayed to the user. Now after displaying this value, the control is being moved to the main function. Next, cout from derived class C object is being printed to the user as shown in the output. Next, c.add. So using the object of class C, we are accessing the function add which is available in class A. So we all know that add functions add 10 plus 5 and display this to the user, that is in base class A, then 15 is being displayed to the user. So it has been displayed as shown in the output. So from class A, now the control moves to the main function. So the next statement is c dot subtract. So immediately after this statement, the control moves from main function to class B subtract function, where we perform e minus f, that is 10 minus 5, and we are storing the value 5 in the variable g, and it is displayed to the user using cout statement. We can see here in derived class B, the value of e minus f, that is 10 minus 5, is 5, displayed to the user. After displaying this, the control is being transferred to main function again. So next, the statement is c dot multiply is get executed. So using the object of class C, multiply function is being accessed, which is available in class C. So here the value of the variable R is 10 and the value of variable S is 5. And the T is being evaluated using R into S, that is 10 into 5 is 50, is stored in the variable T. So using cout statement, we have displayed that in derived class C, and the variable T value is being displayed. We can see here in derived class C, the value of the variable T is 50, is displayed to the user. Now the control from class C is moved to main function, and finally it is written 0. It specifies that we have successfully executed the program. So hope you all clear on multi-level inheritance using this example program. Thank you all.